Have you ever said something in anger that you instantly regretted? Or felt paralyzed by anxiety when you needed to act decisively? Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king who ruled Rome through wars and plagues, faced greater emotional turmoil than most of us ever will. Yet his private journals reveal a mind of remarkable clarity and self-possession. How? Through systematic training in what we now call emotional intelligence, Stoic style. This isn't about suppressing emotions or putting on a tough facade. True Stoic, emotional mastery means understanding your emotional patterns with surgical precision, navigating intense feelings with wisdom rather than being hijacked by them, harnessing emotional energy toward virtuous action. Let's dive deep into these 9 transformative practices, the same ones that helped Marcus Aurelius maintain his composure while leading an empire through crisis. 1. The pause principle, creating space between stimulus and response. Modern neuroscience confirms what the Stoics discovered. There's always a gap, however small, between trigger and reaction. Marcus Aurelius described this as the space where choice lives. Practice this. Next time you feel emotionally triggered, 1. Physically pause, freeze your body for 3 seconds. 2. Ask, is this feeling based on facts or assumptions? 3. Choose your response consciously why it works. This interrupts the amygdala hijack, the brain's panic button, giving your prefrontal cortex, the rational center, time to engage. Epictetus, the slave-turned-philosopher, trained himself to say, "This is just an impression, not reality itself." 2. Emotional labeling, the Stoic taxonomy of feelings. Most people experience emotions as vague, undifferentiated states. They feel bad or upset without understanding the specific texture of their emotions. The Stoics developed a precise system for emotional identification that resembles modern psychological approaches. For anger, ask yourself, is this righteous indignation, a moral response to injustice? Or petty irritation, ego reacting to inconvenience? For sadness, discern, is this healthy grief, processing real loss? Or unproductive rumination, dwelling on what can't be changed? For fear, determine, is this prudent caution, legitimate risk assessment? Or irrational panic, disproportionate response? Practical exercise. Keep an emotion log for 3 days. Each time you experience strong emotion. 1. Name it precisely, e.g., this isn't just anger, it's betrayal frustration. 2. Note its physical sensations, tight chest, clenched jaw, etc. 3. Trace its triggering thought. I felt this when he interrupted me. Marcus Aurelius insight. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. This practice builds what psychologists now call emotional granularity, the ability to differentiate subtle emotional states, which is foundational for emotional intelligence. The Stoic approach reveals that most emotional suffering comes from mislabeling emotions, reacting to surface feelings without understanding their roots, failing to distinguish between productive and unproductive emotional states. By mastering this emotional taxonomy, you gain the power to respond rather than react, address root causes rather than symptoms, channel emotional energy constructively. This isn't about suppressing emotions, it's about understanding them with philosopher's precision so you can wield them wisely. 3. Premeditatio Malorum, emotional inoculation. The Stoics didn't just wait for crises, they trained for them emotionally. Here's how to apply this today. For anxiety, imagine your worst-case scenario, e.g., job loss. Visualize yourself handling it with composure. Plan practical steps you take for relationships. Consider, what if my partner left tomorrow? Appreciate them more today. Strengthen your self-sufficiency. Seneca's proof. The person who has practiced poverty is never truly poor. By pre-living difficulties, you reduce fear of the unknown, build emotional calluses, Spot solutions in advance. 4. The cosmic perspective, shrinking problems to size. When overwhelmed, the Stoics practice telescoping their perspective. 1. Spatial. Imagine viewing Earth from space, your problems as tiny specks. 2. Temporal. Picture your life as one thread in humanity's vast tapestry. 3. Existential. Remember, even emperors and geniuses face similar struggles. Marcus Aurelius' journal entry. Think of the whole of existence, how brief your time within it. Modern application. Keep a perspective card in your wallet with a Hubble telescope image, a historical timeline showing great struggles, your core values. 5. Stoic Journaling, the emotional dojo. Marcus Aurelius' meditations was his daily emotional gymnasium. Try this structured approach. Morning ritual, 3 minutes. What emotions might challenge me today? How will I meet them with virtue? Evening review, 5 minutes. 1. Emotional wins. Where you responded well. 2. Missed opportunities. Reactions to improve. 3. Pattern spotting. Recurring emotional triggers. Pro tip: use color coding for emotions, red for anger, blue for sadness, to visualize patterns over time. 6. Amor Fati, the alchemy of acceptance. Modern psychology's radical acceptance echoes this Stoic principle. When facing difficult emotions, 1. Name the resistance. I'm fighting this feeling because. 2. Find the gift. This anxiety is trying to protect me by. 3. Redirect the energy. How can this emotion serve growth? Epictetus's formula. Don't seek for events to happen as you wish, but wish for them to happen as they do. 7th, sympatheia, the web of emotional connection. The Stoics saw emotions as connective tissue between souls. When frustrated with someone, 1. Humanize them. They're fighting battles I know nothing about. 2. Find commonality. When have I acted similarly? 3. Respond with empathy. What would help both of us grow? Marcus Aurelius' reminder. What injures the hive injures the bee. 8. Memento mori, the clarifying mirror. Death awareness was the Stoics' ultimate emotional filter. Regular reflection dissolves trivial worries. Will this matter on my deathbed? Amplifies meaningful emotions, love, gratitude, wonder. Creates urgency for authentic living exercise. Each morning, say, this could be my last day. How will I make it count? 9th, virtue as emotional compass. Stoics channeled emotions through 4 cardinal virtues. 1. Wisdom. Is this emotion based on truth? 2. Courage. What action does this feeling call for? 3. Justice. How does this affect others? 4. Temperance. Is this emotion proportionate? Your emotional intelligence grows when you ask not, how do I feel? But what would my best self do with this feeling? These aren't theoretical ideas. They're battle-tested emotional technologies. Start with just one practice today. Carry the pause. Journal at dawn. Zoom out when overwhelmed. Remember, emotional mastery isn't about perfection. It's about progressive victory over reactive patterns. As Seneca wrote, every day, every hour, see that you do not betray your better self.